Hey guys, it's Swankivy back one more time with the Asexuality Top 10. So, this is number 1 of the Top 10, which means that we've come a long way. We've discussed the other 9 things that people suggest as reasons for my asexuality besides actual asexuality. So, up to this point, I've heard that I'm not interested in sex and relationships because I'm a man-hater, that I'm undateable, that I'm sick because I have a hormone problem, that I'm too busy to date, I'm inexperienced and therefore don't have any interest, I'm afraid, I've been traumatized, I'm gay, and I'm not ready to find someone yet. Any of those things. But the number 1 most popular reason that people suggest for my lack of interest is, you ready for it? You're not asexual. You've just gotten out of a bad relationship. Okay, as you can see, this just completely bowls over all of my reasons. Anyway, this is the most common reaction that people have to my status of single not looking. So the basic idea, I guess, is that I must be so scarred and traumatized by my last bad relationship that I just can't handle the idea of going into another one. Well, you know, the only the only way that people can really see you as healthy and single is if you're doing everything you can desperately to change that. And I think that's kind of goofy. You know, they see that I'm as old as I am and that I'm single and that I claim to be happy that way, and they just think, okay, that doesn't compute. She must have just been through something really bad in her last relationship and now she's sworn off men. Well, let me tell you something. First of all, my last relationship, I think it ended in 1995. I was in high school. And, of course, it wasn't pleasant, that relationship ending, but that's certainly a really long time to be jaded about relationships, if that's the reason. I mean, I'd have to be a total mess to still be screwed up by something that happened to me in high school that was, you know, a bad boyfriend relationship. And, you know, not to mention that I'm still friends with the guy. And, you know, we had our misunderstandings and everything, but the asexuality thing was going on back then, too. So, you know, it's part of the reason that I wasn't compatible with him. So, you know, he was the last boyfriend I had, and I haven't wanted it to be any different than that. So, you know, some people do get jaded through being in a bad relationship, and for a while, you know, they feel like, well, men are pigs, or, you know, women are so annoying and petty or something like that. You know, they get these ideas from their last relationship, you know, that are valid and everything. You know, they feel that they've been wronged by this other person, and they have to heal before they're ready again. But that isn't me. That's not what's happened for me. I'm not broken, so I don't need to be fixed. So anyway, to sum up on this particular item, none of these 10 reasons are what's really going on with me. You know, none of them are the reason. The reason is I'm asexual. I don't have the desire for sex, so I don't go after it. I'm happy without it, and so there's no need for me to pursue it. Anyway, I guess since this is number 1 on a top 10 list, you'd expect that this would be the last video, but I am going to make one more. In my next video, it will be sort of a honorable mentions video, a follow-up, that I will discuss some other less commonly heard suggestions and maybe some questions and stuff like that. Because there are an awful lot of things I've heard that I didn't get to talk about here simply because they're just not as commonly asked. And following that, I do plan to talk about the subject a little more here and there, maybe even soon. I would like to do a feature called Letters to an Asexual, because there are some very funny and interesting and thought-provoking letters that I'd like to share with you that I've gotten, just so I can talk about certain things that I guess come up in people's minds, and maybe to show some of you that I really do get some of these really ridiculous comments. But just so you know, it's not like asexuality is like my big thing, my identity or anything, because I mean, if you go back in my log, you'll see that there are other videos that don't have anything to do with this before I started this project. You know, this is just a particular video series project that I'm doing, and at some point I'm going to do some more singing videos and some cool stuff, so so that everybody doesn't think I'm the crazy elf-looking girl on YouTube who talks about asexuality all the time and is obsessed with not having sex or something. So, you know, there's a lot more to me than that, and sex is a non-thing, and it being a non-thing to me is not a non-thing. So, that's why I wanted to cover it, and I hope that you have enjoyed the journey to the top of the top 10. I'll sign off now, and see you in the next one.